Right, welcome to this battlefield terrain tutorial, bit of a different one to usual. We've gone for more of a competitive setup here with this lava terrain board, so I'll give you details on that here in this video, but quite a straightforward one to do. We'll show you step by step how to create a board just like this. So as per usual, links in the video description below. So first step is the battle mat. It's going to give you a foundation color scheme, which is this nice smouldering lava board here for a very atmospheric game of Warhammer 40,000, perfect for things like Xenos games, especially Chaos Space Marine type battles, and good terrain for the Imperial forces to fight across. So the battle mat is called Hell on Earth by GameMat.eu. This one is 6x4 in size, so we've marked the boundary here to make it 60 inches across for our regular games of 10th edition. You can get this mat in 60x44, so that is available. They have multiple designs and then multiple sizes for those designs on the GameMat.eu website, so pick which size you want for your table. So it's the mouse mat material, rolls out nice and flat, comes with a carry case, easy to transport around, rubber on one side, the neoprene, and then add the printed design on top. You can also get double-sided mats from GameMat.eu as well for really good values. Just flip them over and you've got a different design on each side. But that gives us this color scheme here. It's the nice glowing orange coming through, and then it's not solid black. There's all different shades of grey running through this, black areas as well. So very lava kind of effects with lava effects here, more stones and pebbles in this area. But that's giving you your colours, so black, shades of grey, and also the orange colours to think about for the rest of your terrain as you put it onto the board. But that just rolls out nice and flat, gives us our gaming surface here. It's figure friendly, nice and quiet for dice rolling, so a big fan of the battle mats. And when you go for a mat like this, you've instantly got a great theme for a game. I suppose it's not marked as futuristic either, so it's perfect to use for Age of Sigmar as well. So I'll put a link for this battle mat in the video description below. There's also a discount code for 11% off across the store from GameMat.eu as well, so use that code to get a reduction of all of your mats and terrain. So that gives us the foundation. The next stage is terrain. So there's a mixture here. There's my own custom made terrain, which is good fun to put together. I've gone through it before in videos, but I'll briefly run through that as well. But much of the board has been filled out here with the walls set. I think it's called the Hive walls set from GameMat.eu. I haven't used the whole set, I've used most of it to make these corners, these buildings across here, and also it's been handy to use as the boundary at the edge of 60 inches for this table. It's a great set for making up like Space Hulk corridor kind of battles as well for themed games of Warhammer 40,000. They're individual pieces, so you can construct and build them any way that you want. As you can see, they're stackable, so you can build your walls higher, but it's a big set, so you'll be able to spread them around the table. Great for flexible terrain where you can set them up in different ways. So link for those below. They do come in this color scheme. We've enhanced them a little bit. I've given them a bit of a gray spray, just very light, and then like a rusty wash just for a bit of extra effect on those. That's pretty much all the work we've done to these, but they do come in the silver and grey color scheme. This particular set, I think they do an alternate color scheme as well, more of a rusty white kind of color scheme for the Hive walls. So check out, choose which option you want to go for, but the grey sits in really nicely with the grey tones we've got running on this lava board. Then briefly for the custom terrain pieces, the pieces like this here and the volcano. The foundation is vinyl floor tile. It's got a bit of flex to it, but still rigid enough. Then on top of that, the main structure, so like for the volcano over there, is just polystyrene carved and shaped. Over the top of that goes PVA glue, sand and stones just sprinkled on, just to seal the whole thing in. And then adding things like shrub roots. These are all bonsai plants that have dried out and died, and then have just been glued and stuck in. Same here as an old bonsai plant as well. They fit in really well. You can also use roots as well from plants, just pushing them into the terrain. Spraying the whole thing black once it's dry, and then highlighting with, I've used red acrylic, mixed some red, grey, white, just highlight the whole thing once it's been sprayed black, and that's pretty much it. And the lava across there is just PVA glue that's been dropped on top, and it's all flowed down the sides and looks like a volcano, and then just painted up with red, yellow, red, orange, yellow, and a bit of white as well, just to give that lava effect as well. Good fun to do, and you can create your own custom terrain quite straightforward. Then really, that finishes the board off. Now, this has been set up for competitive play. We are using templates or board edge or terrain edge markers here. These are from Objective Control. So they do gaming aids and accessories. They do a terrain footprint set, and this is a perfect set, like a chaos set here. Really, really good. So we're using these to mark the boundaries of our ruins here in this game. So it means that we can place some pieces of terrain on the board, but gaming wise, we know that the true edge follows these lines. So it's great for competitive play. You know exactly where your edges are. Without these, we'd have to discuss like how we're going to run this, but with this, we're able to make standard sized obscuring terrain ruins here, thanks to these markers. They're made out of a strong enough but thin plastic with an anti-fingerprint, anti-scratch, anti-sheen finish. There's no glare. I can move the camera around. There's no glare on these, which is great for filming. And then these just get placed on the board, and then the terrain over the top. We've got ourselves a table now suitable for competitive play. So this Objective Control sets are up on Kickstarter. The campaign's running for 30 days. It's already been backed, but you can check them out. You can support them. You can get, great thing about Kickstarter is you can get deals and so on, early access and perks when you sign up. So they're doing the terrain sets like this, also the objective sets which we'll use in this battle. So these marking up the center and then 3 inches out for objectives. They also do these gaming aids here as well. So it's Battle Shocked. There's ones for Feel No Pain as well. Yeah, there's one for Feel No Pain. So again, this it's a really good idea making these nice and clear so they're great on the table. Just marking different things for you in the game. There's measuring sets as well. So 6 inches, 2 inches, 1 inch, 9 inch, all very useful in-game as well. So gaming aids available from Objective Control. It's not just the Chaos set they've done the Jungle set as well, and you can check out the Kickstarter for all the different options available with those sets. So that's for the practical stuff going on in the game, just for marking out your terrain, objectives and so on. You can check out the Kickstarter with Objective Control. Then to finish off this board, we have used some stones and scatter, just in the grey rusty kind of colours, just to blend in the terrain, to match it in to the battle mat. And then other than that, it's just some battlefield accessories, like these tank traps, a couple of anti-aircraft guns and so on. And that finishes off the table quite nicely. So easy enough to do. If you don't want to make your own custom terrain, the Hive wall set combined with the Objective Control outlines here, I think you'd be able to fill up a table just with the one set of the Hive walls. I reckon you can do it, because when you're using these, what I've noticed here is when you're using these Objective Control outlines, you're actually not requiring as much terrain. If we didn't have these, I'd have to go around the whole edge with the Hive wall set, but I can use less terrain now because we know where the boundary is. I found that to be quite efficient for terrain use as well. So that's the battlefield here. Nice atmospheric lava landscape for us to fight across. Perfect for Chaos Space Marines to take on perhaps James's Ultramarines in a fight. But you can check out gamemat.eu for supplies of battle mats and pre-painted terrain sets and Objective Control for your gaming aids as well. Links below, and as per usual, fade out with some atmospheric music. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.